Hello and good evening. We are the Game Reactionists. I am Rorschach, and with me I have.
This is Spectre, a very under the weather Spectre, but I'm here.
Well, I'm sorry to hear you're under the weather. You said you have a sore throat.
Sorry for a little bit of congestion and stuff like that. Nothing too extreme, just uncomfortable.
Well, I told you to relax your throat last night, honey. So you didn't listen. Anyway, tonight we are doing a reaction to the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase that aired earlier today. So get into the formalities here. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you are aware of when we produce new content, and let us know if you enjoy this type of content. We're gonna get right into it. It's about 23 minutes long, so pretty direct here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
Oh, thanks, man.
In this presentation, we'll be focusing on Nintendo Switch games launching in the first half of 2024.
I will say I'm a little disappointed that it's a partner direct.
Okay,
Usually they have their actual directs in February. So.
Well, I imagine there's going to be something coming up in June or around there that'll be, revealing the. I mean, they got to be revealing the next system soon here.
Well, they usually do like 3 actual directs a year. That's usually their MO. One in the beginning of the year, one in about summertime, June, July, and then one towards the end of the year. So you're right. I'm sure they're going to be doing a console announcement, but if reports are to be believed, that new console won't come till next year, which leads me to believe that they're going to have a big reveal maybe at the end of this year.
So the first one here is significant right away, of course, because this is one of the 4 titles that Microsoft said that they were bringing to other systems.
Oh, okay.
So Grounded was only on Xbox and PC. Now it will be on Switch and PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah, there it is. Xbox Game Studios.
A tale of destruction and renewal unfolds.
I wonder if we'll just get all 4 titles revealed tonight. It's like, you couldn't just tell us, ahead of time, Phil Spencer.
He said he wanted it to be a, he said the announcement was coming real soon.
He wanted the developers to announce it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's an Xbox Game Studios game. Is Xbox not the developer?
Yeah, I mean, well, he wanted the people actually making it directly to announce this or something. Who knows when they were ready.
When the magic buried beneath the surface became corrupted, the citizens fled upward to escape its reach.
I kind of dig the art style on this. I don't think I would ever play it, but it's a pretty cool looking game.
Yeah, it looks all right. I mean, it's kind of like
rampaging homunculi. Upon liberating them, the creations will join you on your adventure.
Get like a Metroidvania style vibe to it.
Oh yeah.
What awaits Lilac and the homunculi at the end of their journey? Find out when Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist, launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
We're about 3 minutes in. They've announced 2 games already.
Nintendo Switch games.
Just keep them coming.
Explore an interconnected world of puzzles in this charming adventure. Slide across rows and columns on a sprawling gameplay grid where everything moves when you move. Solve puzzles by venturing out into the wilderness, helping out the townsfolk.
Yeah, I mean, not really my thing, but I mean, it looks neat.
Crafted dungeons. What awaits you on this curious journey of self-discovery? The world is yours to solve in a
I would probably,
I imagine we're not going to get anything in this direct that's going to be like earth-shattering or incredible.
I can't imagine so.
To liberate 5 nations from the mighty Empire's dominion. Customize your troops, form your strategy, Then unleash your army on the opposing Zenoiran forces. Your real-time strategy planning will turn the tide of war. During battle, you may get to recruit new allies. Or be
I
faced
saw a
with
certain
difficult
kind of physics, I
decisions.
think, even in this game.
Atlas and Vanillaware present Unicorn Overlord, launching on Nintendo Switch March 8th. A demo will be available today on Nintendo eShop. Originally released on the Nintendo 3DS system, the first Monster Hunter Stories
Here we
game
go.
returns. Now fully voiced
Wouldn't be a partner
and in
direct
HD.
without Monster Hunter.
As a rider, you'll befriend and fight alongside monsters in turn-based
Another
combat
port,
to
too.
confront the black
Yep.
blight that plagues the world. Many familiar monsters from across the series are included.
I mean, ports have just become
Plus,
such
you can browse
easy
artwork
cash
and listen to
grabs
music in
at
the
this
newly added
point. It's like,
museum.
why wouldn't you?
Take flight in Monster Hunter Stories.
Yeah, I mean, especially
Sold
from,
onto
I mean,
Nintendo Switch system
when you're
this
digging from
summer.
like Wii U and 3DS, I mean, systems that were, you know, relatively speaking, kind of underperforming.
Oh, this is
On a
cool.
peculiar day, Yen Sid's
Oh,
mischievous
Epic Mickey?
spirit
Yeah.
lured Mickey Mouse into his workshop.
I never really gave the game a fair shake back in the day. I know that actually Warren Spector was involved with it, behind it, but I just never really, maybe, I don't know, it was because it was on the Wii, and I mean, I had it, but I never really, like, actually finished it.
Becomes trapped in a magical
I
wasteland
got through
inhabited
pretty
by
far on the
forgotten and
first
rejected characters.
and I very much enjoyed it, actually. I was pretty hooked on
platforming
it, but I
adventure
never finished
Epic
it
Mickey
for whatever
returns
reason.
in a faithful remake of the beloved classic.
Oh, it's a remake of the first one. Hey, this game was really
Explore this
underappreciated.
unusual dimension.
It really was.
Using the magic brush
It was
to shape the world
fun
with paint and
platforming,
paint thinner on the path
fun
to become
mechanics.
an epic hero.
It was just a very good
Disney
platformer.
Epic Mickey rebrushed
This I would pick up.
launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
There you
Next,
go.
please
I
take a
got
look
one
at this.
purchase out of this. And I would recommend it if it makes its way to Steam. I would recommend giving it a fair shake.
I'm
It
afraid
is a
Tokyo
solid
experienced
game
its
to
own
mess around
peculiar
with.
occurrence while you were away.
Yeah, I might.
I'll be counting on you to gather more intel on the matter.
I suspected to be traveling back and forth between Tokyo and the Netherworld.
This place is definitely dangerous. And that's about all we know right now.
Look out!
Who are you?
Now let's kill this thing.
It looks like it will be on Steam.
Yeah,
And so we
I'll throw it on the wish list.
yeah, I would, man. It's a very solid game. What's it retailing at? 50, 60 bucks?
No price point on it yet.
Okay.
brother would never have been dragged into this war.
So this kind of completes things because the original release wasn't on Steam. It was just the sequel was on it.
Yeah.
So this kind of completes it.
There you go.
Probably, I'm assuming they got rid of the motion controls, so probably why.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So we just missed a Shin Megami Tensei thing there.
Did we though?
Story on your adventure.
I got nothing against
Look at some more headlines.
those games. They're actually pretty good.
I've never played them. They've never
Get ready
looked
to
like they would
unite and fight in these
pique my
Nintendo
interest.
Switch games. Fight in iconic battles from across the Star Wars galaxy.
Oh, here we
in
go.
this collection of 2 classic
Oh
games.
wow.
Up to 64 players can strike back against familiar faces in massive online
Classic
battles.
Battlefront?
This collection includes additional playable characters such as Kit Fisto and additional maps.
All right, now the real question of this is going to be: is the multiplayer crossplay? This will be the real
Heroes or
question.
Villains in Hero Assault. Play as Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and more.
Which I would hope so, because I mean, these are ancient games. I mean, they should run fine regardless of your hardware.
Classic Collection launches on the Nintendo Switch system March 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo Wii.
That's actually really cool, man. I'm assuming that's Battlefront 1 and 2, like the original Battlefront 1 and 2.
Yeah, like from the PlayStation 2 era.
The good ones.
Join Cartman, Stan, and the rest of the gang to save the town in this co-op action game.
I don't know how to feel about this one. I did enjoy the RPG South Park games, the Stick of Truth and Fractured But
Yeah, this one looks. I don't know. There's something about it. It's just it screams like more like low budgety. Like, I mean, there's just something about it, like the production value of it just does not.
It's got a live service feel to it. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's something that's not really gonna. I don't mean, I could be wrong. I don't feel like it's gonna take off and it'll be kind of be forgotten about.
Yeah. That's how we felt about Helldivers, though, and that actually turned out to be a pretty decent game.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Helldivers 2 especially really took off.
That's what I meant, Helldivers 2. I've never played the first one.
It's up to you to save the world. Experience a whole new single-player story, or take the battle online.
Oh, there we go. I got a couple games out of this. Epic Mickey, and I would buy the Battlefront Classic Collection. I don't know if I'd buy it on Switch necessarily, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd be curious to see, like, how is it going to be... oh, hey, we got Gundam here. Like, is it going to be cross-play? That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because I already have Battlefront, the original Battlefront on Steam, like the old classic version. Can I cross-play with people now, too, or...
Well, that isn't even the same game necessarily, because they said that they've added new heroes and maps into the Classic Collection. So
it's possible, but I mean, sometimes when you have those remasters or remakes, it's just the same game, or they get like an update on Steam.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to buy the game over and over again.
Right.
Let's get down to monkey business. The newest entry.
So there was a Gundam game there very briefly. It didn't look like too crazy or intriguing, but
Super Monkey Ball.
Monkey Ball is fun.
Brand new stages await with optional motion controls. Using the new spin dash move, you can blast over obstacles and create shortcuts to victory. Have a ball with friends and family in 4-player local co-op. And up to 16 players can battle online as they tilt their way to be the top banana. Be the first to the finish line in race mode.
I'm looking up information on Classic Collection. According to PC Gamer,
Team up to take down robots in Robot Smash and more.
The Xbox and PlayStation versions support cross-gen multiplayer,
Dash and party.
but there's no reference on any of the storefronts or on Steam of cross-platform. So what that means is if you had it on PS4 or PS5, you would be able to play it with other Sony users, regardless of their hardware, but nothing about cross-platform.
Gotcha. That's not too unusual. World of Goo sequel here. That was big back on the Wii, actually.
You can build towers, bridges, and even whatever this is. Your goal is to guide as much goo as possible into a vast global pipe distribution network. But where do the pipes lead? Certainly nowhere sinister.
Now, apparently the Classic Collection will go for $34.99.
Splash, explode,
That's pretty steep.
Destroy, fly, and roll your goo to the goal. You'll encounter
Classic
different
games
types
go
of
for
goo
$10
balls with
each
unique
on
properties,
Steam,
including explosive goo, jelly goo, and more. Plus, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch.
Let's see if there's any
version,
details on
you can
Steam.
build with up to 3 buds in local co-op play.
Here it is, right here. Okay, Battlefront Classic Collection.
Launches as a console exclusive on
So we
Nintendo
do have to
Switch
buy it
May
again.
23rd.
yeah, well,
Build a life
I figured that
transcending
because,
time.
again, new maps and new characters, it's probably on a
Your
completely
story,
different build than
1,000
the
years
original
in the
game.
making, in a brand new fantasy
64 player online support. Everything's here. I mean,
the seas of Bavaria, now
new achievements.
Does it reference cross-platform?
travel to the island's past.
Yeah, that's the real
gather
question
resources,
here. Let's see.
And use them to restore the island in the present. You'll start out by assuming one of many different roles called
People who
lives.
own either the original Battlefront or Battlefront 2 on Steam or Xbox will receive a 20% loyalty discount on the Classic Collection. During the
I see
during the
I see
pre-order
that right now.
period. So
Yeah, so I got 20% off.
There you go.
Many more as you rebuild the
so
island.
you'll pay what,
As
28
you travel
bucks?
through time, you'll
28
get
bucks
a hand-
for the
You'll
set.
you'll get the same games plus new maps and new characters. That's not I don't know. I don't think that's
Additionally, up
that
to
bad of a
4
deal.
players can journey
Yeah, I mean, for
together
Star
on
Wars,
the
for a good multiplayer experience, that's not horrible.
and set off to discover the secrets that lie in store.
Maybe I can do even better than that if I
This
find it on a
life
different,
is
like,
yours to live in.
key site or something, too.
Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals
Yeah, maybe.
time. Launching
Like
on
Green Man
Nintendo Switch
Gaming,
October
Green Man
10.
Gaming, or
It's
what's the
time
other
to
one?
hunt for, trash?
See, Battlefront. I don't see it on here yet.
The world these days is dark and mean. Even the water tastes
Are we missing anything important here? Let's see.
Need I remind you all
the
how
ocean
threatening
is
the ocean
polluted
is
and dirty.
outside this reef.
Scour the depths of a polluted undersea world in this Souls-like adventure.
I recently had my shell taken away.
If you can go get that treasure there, John, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
Protect yourself with whatever you can find, from cans to cardboard, during your hunt to reclaim your prized shell.
It would appear the hunt is on, I say.
I've been working my butt off trying to get my old life back.
But you'll run into a few crabby predators along the way.
Perhaps we can work out a deal, little hermit.
That treasure's as good as mine.
Use over 60 ability-granting shells and harness powerful umami
It's got kind
to
of
take
a
down enemies in frenetic deep-sea
intriguing
combat.
quirkiness
What
to
other
it.
threats lie in the ocean depths? As they say, one crab's trash is another crab's treasure.
All right, so people are saying
Launching on Nintendo
probably
Switch
not
April
crossplay.
25th.
But we'll see.
These Nintendo Switch games will have you dashing, dropping, and drilling. Join Penny and Yo-Yo in a brand new 3D platforming
Penny's Big
adventure from the
Breakaway.
team that brought you Sonic Mania. Dash, swing,
Okay.
ride, and master the cosmic string in over 40 levels across 11 vibrant worlds, all while outrunning a massive penguin army and a colorful cast of bosses. Feast on power-ups to activate transformations, help out the denizens during your acrobatic escapades, and put your tricks to the test in a time attack mode. Hope you're ready to yo, because Penny's Big Breakaway launches on Nintendo Switch today.
Ooh.
Local 2-player battles are coming as paid DLC to the fruit matching phenomenon, Suika Game. Choose from 3 modes: original,
Fruit
time limit,
Tetris.
and attack. Aim for a higher score than your opponent in original mode. Make split-second decisions against the clock in time limit mode. And overwhelm your opponent with bunches of fruit in attack mode.
Cute.
Plus, online multiplayer will be added to the DLC in the future. Get battling when this paid DLC for Suika Game drops onto the Nintendo Switch system today.
Oh,
A bundle
yeah.
of the game and DLC is also available today.
Last thing I'll say about the Battlefront remake there, remaster. It looks like it's the same people that were just behind the recent Tomb Raider remaster.
Okay. Oh, Aspire?
Terrain.
Yeah.
Did you
Enemies in your way.
mess around with that remaster, or do you have any interest in that?
No, it's on the wish list, my very long wish list. But I mean, I'll pick it up eventually. But I never really played Tomb Raider back in the day. I watched somebody else that was really into it. They played it a lot, but I never really got into it myself.
The only one I remember playing was on PC, I think it was Angel of Darkness.
Take cards to create a sequence of numbers and build up power during a race.
If that's a correct subtitle. And I remember it
Check the
being
positions of other
okay.
horses. Spend power to move around
I was
the
so
course.
used to, like,
Grab special cards to gain the upper hook.
at the time when I was playing that, I was so used to,
Win events to
like,
get new
2D
horses, then
platforming,
breed them
or,
to
like,
raise
if
the
it was
next
3D
generation
platforming, it was in the
ideal
style of
steed.
Mario
You
64.
can even race online against other players.
And that
It's off to
particular
the
Tomb Raider
races
game,
in
if I'm
Pocket Card
remembering
Jockey.
it correctly,
Ride on.
is like directly
Launching on
behind
Nintendo
your
Switch
character a lot of the
today.
times. It was off-putting to me as a young whippersnapper.
Yeah, it's a third-person style game.
Yeah. Now I'm sure I'd be just fine because we've been conditioned to.
Oh yeah, I mean, third-person games are everywhere now.
Mhm. Okay, so they're doing a quick whiplash here. Don't know exactly how many of these are exclusive to the Switch. I gotta imagine most of these.
Well, Kingdom Come definitely is not. That's on
Yeah.
PC and every system, basically. Contra, I know it's multi-platform. I mean, a lot of these are going to be multi-platform.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you'd expect from a partner direct. You're not really going to see a lot of Switch exclusives here.
Right. Pentiment. Here we go. That's the other Xbox Game Studios game.
Yep.
And that is getting a physical release, apparently. I did see a tweet from Wario64.
Almost wraps up this Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. But before we go,
So we know two
we
of the
have
4
two
games.
more announcements to share. First, please take a look at this.
Coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Ooh, a rare game. Donkey Kong 64?
No, the music is Killer Instinct.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Killer Instinct.
Snake Rattle and Roll. RC Pro Am. Battletoads.
Killer Instinct. Played that a ton back in the Super Nintendo.
And Blast.
The Blast Core, there goes your N64 game.
These games are available today.
For the low price of how much do you have to pay for that a year for the expansion pack and everything?
Nintendo Switch Online Plus
Jesus.
expansion pack membership.
$4 a month.
Oh yeah, you can justify anything that way.
Oh,
Next is our last announcement.
it's not like
Give me
PlayStation
like $100 grand. It's only gonna be like, $5 a day for the rest of your life or something. It's not that bad.
Sure.
There you go.
But what are you going to give me in return?
Some ROMs, I guess.
So
Just
what?
like Nintendo did. Some ROMs, just like Nintendo did.
Well, I'm not paying $100 grand.
What if I give you a lot of ROMs?
Oh,
hey, Endless Ocean.
A mysterious underwater world.
That's been kind of a dormant franchise since the Wii.
In an all-new
I've never heard of it.
Endless Ocean game.
Yeah, there was 2 games on the Wii. It's kind of like a
The Veiled Sea.
how can I describe it? Like an exploration, kind of a relaxing kind of game in a way. Like I don't think there's any really like combat in the game from what I remember. It's more so just like you're exploring things on. It's kind of what it presents itself to be. Explore things underwater and find stuff. And now I guess it has online multiplayer. That's interesting.
Share your discoveries with other divers. And exchange a friendly greeting.
I think I played the first one like for a little bit, but
the vast ocean.
So you just explore wildlife? I mean, that looks pretty cool.
Over 500
yeah, you're just exploring.
To encounter. Some of them are creatures thought to be extinct.
Ah, that's cool.
And others may be mythical.
A unique game to end your showcase on, but
Find on your undersea journey.
I dig it.
Yeah, nothing earth-shattering, but I mean,
sometimes you need those games where it's just like just sit down and
on Nintendo eShop.
you don't have any clear objective. You don't have to think too much. You can just kind of shut your mind off.
You're looking
I
forward
got
to
nothing against
exploring
that.
the vast ocean on Nintendo Switch. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
Well, there we go. There we have it. That was the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase that aired today. I think we both kind of went into it with low expectations. I'm really happy about the Epic Mickey remake. I thoroughly did enjoy that game. I got through a good portion of it, but I never finished it, so it gives me an excuse to finish it. And that's probably a game I would pick up on Switch, because it's one of those platformer games. Do handheld and play around with it. And then the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection.
Yeah, those are the 2 standouts for me. I mean, I have both of them wishlisted now because of that, so I will be checking those out. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, I mean, nothing like that really like blew my mind here, but I wasn't really expecting much.
Yeah.
Endless Ocean does actually look kind of neat. I like games like that. So that is something I think would be worth playing for most people that are into that kind of game. I'm still very much of the mind that selling the ROMs online for an annual subscription is kind of ridiculous. But I mean, that's what people are paying for, so have at it. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, I mean, at the very least, I'll say this for Nintendo. Like I said, they have these presentations. They're short and sweet, and they actually have games in them. There's not really a lot of grandstanding or talking about mission statements or
Nope.
DEI or anything like that. It's just like
none of that
here's what we got.
garbage.
Here's the games we're working on.
Yeah, I mean, Sony surprised us this year with their state of play, where they actually had a few games that's just like, oh wow, you actually had a pretty decent presentation. Microsoft can't just figure it out for the life of them. We were gonna record that Phil Spencer thing, but it was just such a nothing burger. I personally didn't want to waste my time on it. There was nothing announced. He had these 4 mysterious games that nobody could know about. We have supposed new hardware coming out this year, which, if the rumors are true, is going to be the digital-only Series X.
Yeah, and that was the thing that was released in the court documents from a while back,
right?
As well, last year too. So I mean, there was just nothing exciting or interesting. We were all expecting, people were going nuts over it, and I mean, that's we kind of thought they might pivot and go into a different direction, become third party.
I was really hoping for that. And normally we don't watch these things in advance, but I did cheat on that one, and I did watch it in advance. And when I realized, oh, it's nothing, then I was like, I'm not wasting my time on this.
Yeah, it was dull. It was pretty lifeless. It was a lot of marketing and PR speak and damage control, I think, too, especially.
Sure.
Because it kind of squashing some rumors more or less. But yeah, it was very boring. I don't recommend it. The only thing you really even need to know about it is that a couple of games are coming over. You saw 2 of them right there. The other ones are like
they're mysterious.
No, they're already all announced. Sea of Thieves was announced.
Oh, is it Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, there's another one too. I'm just not thinking of the title.
So I mean, okay, so Sea of Thieves, Pentiment, and then
there's one more. I can't think of the title.
Grounded. That's the 3 we know of, and Spectre doesn't remember the last one. But I mean, yeah, they got the 4 games coming to other platforms, supposed new hardware this year, and they're developing hardware already for the next generation. I'm personally, I've wiped my hands clean of Xbox. There isn't anything on my Xbox that has my interest in the least bit. So I'm down to 2. I'm down to Sony and Nintendo. Sony is on my shit list. We'll see how the games that I'm looking.
I don't even know how AIM could have a PlayStation in this day and age. They are just completely, they're just as bad, if not worse, than Microsoft. They really are.
Well, Black Myth looks good. Rise of the Roman looks good. So,
these people actively hate you. I mean, go to their Twitter. These people, they actively hate you. They're not interested in creating. They're not interested in creating good games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I don't get that impression from Black Myth and Rise of the Ronin, however. But I don't care about their. Well, I shouldn't say I don't care. Let's put it this way: I already own the PlayStation 5. They've already gotten my money. Would I purchase a PS6? No, not at this point. I mean,
which presumably will be coming in a rainbow color. So, and that's your only choice for the first 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, you could dig and find any developer for the most part that probably actively hates us for who we are, but that's a whole other topic that we could get into that would probably take more time than I'm personally willing to commit to tonight. I don't know about you.
Oh no, I agree.
But anyway, I got a couple of cool things out of this. I'm happy about it. Epic Mickey remake, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. I don't know if I'd get that on Switch necessarily. I don't know what I'd get that on. Maybe I'll just get that on PC since they are old games and don't require a whole lot of power.
Oh yeah, your PC can run them no problem. There's no reason for you to get it on Switch. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, at least I got a couple things out of it. So, all that said, we are the Game Reactionists. Again, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell on the channel so that you are aware of when we drop new content. And
especially just subscribe. That's the one thing I love seeing going up, because I want to make I want to make those milestone videos. Those are fun. You know, that's the main thing. We're not doing it for like money here, really. At this point, it's really just I want to see number go up. Essentially, at this point,
we want people to engage and people to appreciate what we're putting out there. Because we enjoy the hobby. We enjoy talking about the hobby. We definitely participate in the hobby frequently enough, so we just want to share our enthusiasm for it.
I want to be able to go to my daughter and say, we were internet famous, and
And then we had our falling from grace, and then
right before we were banned,
and then we had our redemption arc.
Yeah.
We are the Game Reactionists. Thank you so much for watching. If you have been watching, and you have a good evening.